Superman is a good guy. When it comes to superheroes, he just is. He's probably the most influential superhero, but also has a lot of substance with this character. We've seen a lot of different versions, adaptations, and spins on the character throughout the years. For this tier list, we're only going to look at the audiovisual adaptations, and we're not going to rank them based on consistency or power level. We're going to rank them based on real quality. So let's start with Superman 78. This movie is probably the most influential superhero movie ever made. Now listen, it's very old, the effects are goofy, but you hear the theme song and it's just magical. It embodies the greatness of the symbol that is Superman, a symbol of hope, an inspiration to so many people. And in this movie, he's actually pretty good. Clark is charming and there's a good amount of cute moments with Lois. He is the OG, so you have to pay respect, but even looking past that, he's a pretty quality character. C tier. And actually, the real Father Superman dates back to like 1952, which is insane. Think about how silly comic books must have been back then, but here you have real people taking the source material seriously. You have these scenes on Krypton, it's like a dramatic play. Then Superman is sent to Earth and he's asking about his powers. They really made an actual TV show about Superman in the 1950s. And while I appreciate it, I think we have to give humanity some credit. It's no secret that as skill levels in sports have evolved, so have the disciplines of acting, writing, and filmmaking. This is cute to watch, but Superman's character is not super grabbing or entertaining. I'm honestly gonna have to say D tier for this Father Superman. But the real Father Superman was even earlier, and yo, why is it the exact same shit? Nah. Next one, please. Super Friends Superman. This is an old kid show, so it's very forward with what it is, a kid show. But Superman in the show is such a Chad.
The only thing that can stop those brainwashed bizarros is in my super vault. My extra hands are getting in the way. I can't open the vault.
C tier. But Bizarro? Fuck Bizarro. F tier. Bruh. So somehow CW has had an extended history with Superman. Smallville Superman was their first, which it tells the tale. Bro comes to Earth in 2D, and then it has this super prevalent high school focus. You have some corny love shit. Clark is cheesy and campy, and I guess it's okay, but then it keeps going, and it's just blah. D tier. But then CW made, Supergirl, which dude, it's a CW show. It's not that bad, but it's corny and shallow. Honestly, not that different from Smallville. But then, CW made the ultimate Superman show, Superman and Lois. A show that not only understands the purpose of Superman, but takes it further by focusing on his family. Clark here is still charmingly optimistic, and his character in this show is very easy to root for. It's important to have a focus on the human aspects of Superman because that's a defining part of his character. But unfortunately, it is still a CW show. They put up a lot of effort, but there's still a lot of feelings exposition. Pretty black and white, making it feel artificial. So even though I like parts about him, C tier. So now guys, it's time for the people's champion, animated Superman. Now I gotta admit, I've never really watched DC animated universe and I didn't expect to like it, but I actually did like it. It's still a kid's show, it's still very forward with its meaning, but it also isn't super self-serious. It kind of just is what it is, and what it is fun to watch. The creators actually understand what an interesting plot is. However, as much as I enjoyed this show, I never actually felt invested in Superman's character. There are a lot of episodes which are very highly regarded, which I personally wish were more fleshed out. There was a part where Superman started fighting Shazam and destroyed his city for a pretty stupid reason. For what the show is, it works, but judging Superman himself as a character, I don't really feel like I'm inside this guy. So C tier. But I can't say the same for this other animated guy, Omni-Man. Invincible, obviously very black and white with its meaning, very forward, very self-serious. But Omni-Man just transcends the show. J.K. Simmons, for one, is very charming, but Omni-Man also gets the most interesting plots and character progressions. Sure, he's still bound to the artificial Invincible character writing sometimes, but there's still moments that, sure, you're not fully invested in, but you can still appreciate. I feel like Omni-Man is more than just a twist on Superman, because it's not only the fact that he's an alien who found stuff to love on Earth while still being loyal to his people, his relationships with Mark and Debbie give him more depth. It's one of the rare instances where I have to give credit to the idea by itself, even if I don't find the execution to be anything moving. A very fun character, and I've liked where they've taken him. B tier for Omni-Man. But Invincible himself, this guy's crazy, dude. He's like Superman powers combined with Spider-Man problems combined with world-ending stakes. That shit's next level!
What if the greatest me isn't enough?
Mark, you stupid boy. How could the greatest you not be enough?
Thank you.
Oh my god. this kid an earpiece.
Fuck you, kid. You're adopted.
No, actually, bitch! Hyperion from Avengers Assemble. Now here, he's basically just evil Superman who destroyed his own planet because of his fucked up morals, and now he's a villain on Earth. And I gotta say, I kinda like this show. It's not anything crazy, it's a kid's show. I think it has less interesting plots than Justice League, but Hyperion here is just fun. He definitely starts out with more purpose before just becoming part of some villain team. Again, this character is super ABC. As a cartoon, both this and Justice League don't hold a candle to stuff like regular show, Smiling Friends, or Uncle Grandpa, but still fun. Hyperion, C tier. Another Marvel Superman is Eternals guy. Straight up, these characters are fucking trash. I like the action, but this dude, nah. Lego Superman from Lego Batman movie. No, not the Hishy parody, the good one.
Hey guys, need a hand?
With what? Parking?
Yes, it's so good to see another Chad Superman using the theme song.
I can see you smirking in there.
He's such a good guy. I love him. C tier. I hope I have some Lego game fans in here. I personally played them growing up. And last year, I played this one called DC Supervillains. Dude, that shit sucked. And there was a character named Ultraman. Fuck you. Homelander. So the thing about Homelander is that he's such a bad person and he's such a little insecure bitch insecure. Like, he's such a big fish in a small pond is what I would say if I was an upside down clown. We talk about evil Superman, but in the context of The Boys, Homelander just embodies everything that makes the show special. But on top of that, he also has a lot of depth and complexity in his upbringing, his insecurities, his desires, his morals. But then on top of that, he's just so charismatic, funny, fucking over the top insane. He's just the complete package. You really have to be pure in your taste to look past all the horrific qualities about him to then soak in the artistry. Anthony Starr, crazy actor. But not everything about him is perfect. I think there are some plot lines that could have been handled better. But overall, he's such a great, complete character, and The Boys would be significantly less without him. So boom, S tier. Also guys, did you know Huey's Superman? Alright, anyway, anime Homelander. Now guys, I gotta be honest, I could not handle the annoying anime-ass loud humor combined with the 2+2 kid show-ass storytelling. But listen, while I didn't think much of the main character, anime Homelander actually started out charming, entertaining, and then something happens. And listen, it wasn't that crazy, especially as it went on. But based on what I saw and what I skimmed through, if I had to rank anime Homelander, I would put him around here. Now guys, it's time for the people's Cho, Henry. And watching Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and Zack Snyder's Justice League, wow, these movies are actual dog shit. Superman is just not a character, like he actually has no depth or personality. I remember watching the Cosmonaut video and that gave me the impression that maybe it was hard to understand the character of Superman, but no, it's really just Zack Snyder. Everybody's like, yo, Superman is supposed to be a cool guy. And yeah, I guess the other Supermans, yeah, you could say are cool guys. And then you just have this NPC robot trying to act human. So yeah, shit tier. I guess you also have Zod, which I guess is a more entertaining character. He's very dramatic, still very shallow, but I guess I'd say D tier. And then you also have Supergirl from the Flash movie, which I gotta say, I think the Flash is better than Zack Snyder. To me, it's more campy, it doesn't take itself super seriously. I'd say it's okay. And Supergirl, very simple character, but I didn't mind her. She served her purpose and I found her to be normally entertaining. So, C tier. Metroman. Instantly. He doesn't have as much screen time as the other dudes on this list. But guys, this is not Reddit W Productions. Over here, we value good writing. Something they simply have or don't have. And with good writing, you can make a great character with a few scenes. It's actually insane how far you can read into Metroman with analysis. The internal dilemma he faces is so compelling and works exceptionally well for someone in his position. It's so well crafted and convincing due to every scene serving a purpose. As I've said, Megamind is a great movie and Metroman is a product of great writing. And there's also another Superman in Megamind. Titan. Obviously, Hal is a very funny, entertaining character, but this movie raises the question of what would happen if a nice guy got Superman powers. The answer is one of the greatest superhero movie villains of all time. S tier, go watch Megamind. Weird Man from Uncle Grandpa. This guy's an ultra chad, but he only has one good short. C tier. Crimson Chin from Fairy Oddparents. So basically, Crimson Chin is a fictional superhero who gets brought into the real world and learns that his reality is fictional. It's an interesting idea executed in the most baby time kid show ass way. It's just so shallow. I love his design, and I guess some of the episodes are kind of cute, maybe. If you want to see this idea executed well, Toy Story, bitch boy. But yeah, Crimson Chin, more like fucking Crimson Dick. So now we got